These are the hottest tools that you're going to find right now at Lowe's, all under $50, most under $30, including this little guy from Craig that can save your bacon, a tiny tool that I think every woodworker should own, and then this hidden gem that somebody kept secret from me. I wish I'd have known about this sooner. Let's go. In the last couple of months, I've been on a mission to try to find the best budget tools that are actually good and useful for your shop. And I think I did that here with these 20 tools. I'd like to thank Lowe's for sponsoring this video. And if you'd like to check out any of these tools, I'm going to link them in the description, the pinned comment. The best way to find these probably is in that shop button right here on YouTube, as well as a QR code for my TV viewers. Now, let me show you all of these tools that are on a budget. First, clamps. This is a Jorgensen Cabinet Master. I like this a lot. Let me show you. First, the jaw doesn't fall on your hand. I have had some clamps do that. That hurts. That sucks. I'm glad these don't. This does lock into place and unlock just by moving the handle. Speaking of the handles, these handles are identical to my favorite bar clamp, which is also under $30, the Jorgensen bar clamp. I have sang the praises of these clamps for years because I love these bar clamps. I think these are the best bar clamps made, these Jorgensen ones. And the handles on them is one of the reasons I love them so much. Nice, robust handle, helps you grip really well, and then of course you can apply as much torque as you need to. If you need bar clamps, these will also be linked. But this parallel clamp kind of surprised me because right now, this 24-inch clamp is only about $30-ish. Now they go up and down in price depending on the sale, but right now, under $30, this is one of the best bang for the buck values that you can get in parallel clamps in this 24-inch size. They have other sizes available as well. This clamp has 1,500 pounds of clamping force, way more than you're going to need doing standard glue ups, whether you're doing cutting boards or tabletops or anything like that. If you're looking for parallel clamps and you're looking for some at a good price, I would check these out. And then the last clamp, there's a 4-pack of Jorgensen Easy Hold trigger clamps. I use trigger clamps all the time in the shop because they're just convenient and you can hold things in place with them. They're just extremely nice. You could also use these as spreaders. You can also actually use the parallel clamp as a spreader as well. But you can switch them around, use them as spreaders as well. And they operate one hand, which is really nice. And you're getting a 4-pack under $30. That's a good value. And if you are using the clamps to make tabletops and especially cutting boards, Type Bond 3, under $50, under $30. You can pick this up and it's waterproof, which is why you would want to use that on any outdoor application like outdoor furniture or cutting board that's going to be washed. Next up, the Mousecraft Grabber Pro. If you haven't seen this, it's really nice. I like that the handle is turned or tilted on this. Really nice ergonomic design as you stand left of the blade. Push your stock all the way through. The bottom of this has a really nice grippy surface. Also, the leg that drops down helps keep balance if you're cutting thicker stock. And then of course the center leg will move left or right so that you can go over the top of the blade while supporting both the cut piece and the offcut piece. For under $30, this is one of the better push stocks that you're gonna buy. The year was 1995. I had graduated high school. Yep, that's me right there. Graduated high school, went straight into construction right out of high school. And one of the first tools I bought was a Swanson Speed Square. I still own it, I still love it. I think it's the best square, especially under like 10 bucks. Like these things are like $7. You can get a 2-pack of these right now for like $10 and change. Absolutely amazing value of everything you can do with these. You can use these to draw square lines. You can use these to set angles. I've did this many times making outdoor furniture that had 10-degree angles on the legs. You can also use these to help cut square. If you hold it on the board and use that as a guide for your circular saw, good square cuts. And they last forever. Again, I've had mine since 1995. Do you know how long ago that was? Yeah, it was that long. I had hair. You ever have one of those tools you regret buying? I've been there, but this is not it. This is an Irwin Forstner bit set. I bought this several years ago and it's been one of the best investments as far as budget level Forstner bits or cutting tools that I ever bought. Now there's an 8-piece set that's well under $50. This is the 14-piece set that is over $50, but you can pick up that 8-piece set under that $50. I bought this probably in 2018 or 2019, and I've drilled hundreds of holes with these things, especially when I was making stove covers. I could use it to hog out the handles for those things. And I like the fact that it comes in a nice little case. Keeps everything nice and organized. And they've held their nice edge for a long time. Now, some of most used bits, I have dulled them over the years, but some of these I have used very little actually, just because it's a whole set here, and they've held up very well. And for the price you can get these at, it's almost a no-brainer if you don't have Forstner bits. And the reason you'd want Forstner bits over other bits is if you're drilling like a flat bottom hole that's not gonna go all the way through, these are really good at that. Or even if you are punching all the way through, they leave nice clean edges as you drill through there. I have wanted this since I saw it. I don't know why. It just looks cool. And so I picked it up this time. This is a whole assortment of screwdrivers. This is like a 69-piece screwdriver set, and I wanted it for the workbench. Actually, I'm going to put it back here somewhere probably, just so I could have quick access to screwdrivers that I need all the time. We're talking Phillips, flathead, Torx, and they even have some of these small precision screwdrivers. And what's great about these is they're basically one-hand operation because that back piece spins or lets the middle spin where the back piece stays still. You also get nut drivers. It also has imperial and metric Allen keys and even extra bits out front. Nice little organizing stand that you can mount on the wall if you wanted to, or it can sit on the workbench. You can have access to everything. Basically, any size screwdriver that you're going to need in and around the house or the shop, all included in one kit. From very, very small precision all the way up to some larger flatheads and Phillips. If this set's too much for you, I bought several years ago this Craftsman set. I think it's like an 8-piece set. It's got several different sizes, Phillips and flathead. It's held up extremely well. I've used these quite a bit in and around the house and the shop. So if you don't need a 69-piece set, this little 8-piece set might be the way to go and save a little money as well. But then you'd be missing out on all this awesomeness. But you do you. One of the coolest finds of 2025 is this little Jorgensen mini block plane. If you haven't seen it yet, you got to check it out. And it's under $50. If you're just needing to take the edge off a piece of stock, this is going to do it. Out of the box, it came razor sharp. As you can see, nice little wispy curls. And it's always nice to have something like this if you just need to do some really detailed work. You don't want to use power tools or something like that. It's going to take too much material off. Something like this is really handy to have, especially at this price. One of the most viral tools of 2025, under $50, Klein 11-in-1 screwdriver. I don't know why it was so popular, or is so popular, but it is. But basically, this gives you multiple different screwdrivers in one. What I like about this is it's also impact ready, so you can actually use this in your impact. Pull these whole pieces out of the screwdriver head, and all of these disconnect or flip around to reveal other bits or nut drivers, including a 5/16, a 3/8, the common size you're going to need, and then Phillips, flathead, Torx, even a square drive. This is a really nice little set, especially at this price, and it's gone viral for a reason. It's awesome. I picked this up, a Klein utility knife with a couple of nice little features that I haven't seen on any other knife. This has a nice little fold-out screwdriver head that comes with a Phillips. This also locks in place, so it's not going to collapse on your hand while you're trying to drive a screw or loosen things up. You could also take this out all the way, use it in an impact driver should you need to do that, or a drill. Belt clip's actually really nice, robust belt clip. What I like about the knife, it folds out straight like any other utility knife, but it also locks into position at an angle. So if you're cutting boxes or cutting open boxes, things like that, kind of gives you a little bit of an extra angle on there to do that with. I like the feature of that, and under $50, under $30, it's nice. And since I got the Klein utility knife, I thought I need some blades. This little 50-pack set, the reason I bought this is because of the case they come in. Very easy to slip one out the bottom when you're getting ready for a new one, and then the top you can put your used ones in there so you don't wind up cutting yourself or poking yourself or anything like that. And then there's a little indicator on the side that tells you about how many you have left. Thought that was kind of smart. These are from Tough Built, and I thought it was a good idea, so I picked it up. Another hand tool I picked up a few months ago that actually surprised me a little bit, that was these Cobalt chisel set. There's a 3-piece set here. Out of the box, they're fairly sharp, but if you sharpen them up, they cut really well. And for the price, you're getting a 1-inch, a 3/4, and a 1/2-inch. Nice ergonomic handles, kind of rubbery, grippy. And then on the top, you can strike them with a mallet if you need to. Overall, pretty impressed for the price of these. Now, this is something I felt like was a hidden gem a lot of people kept from me. I didn't know about this until a couple of days ago, and that's why I picked it up. But first, let's talk about some other organization. This is an organizer, but so is this. This is a nice little Craftsman small parts organizer. If you don't have any, or if you're looking to pick up some extra ones, this one's well made. First and foremost, dust and water resistant, not proof, but resistant. It does have a nice seal around the top. The latches pull that seal down onto the top. And then on the inside, you get a few different size bins. You get some that are pretty much made for screws, bolts, nuts, things like that. Nice deep ones too, so you can hold several screws in there. This helps you keep things sorted. And what I like about this one is when you lock it down, you turn it upside down, your screws don't fall over the tops and intermix with each other, which is really good, so you don't wind up with a pocket hole screw in your hand when you actually need the Torx screw. There's also 2 long bins on either side, really good for storing bits or a screwdriver or something like that. For the price, these are actually really nice, and they're a part of the Craftsman VersaStack system, so if you're into that or if you want to add more to that, they will lock into that. And then one of the best organizers under $30 is the Cobalt mini toolboxes. These things went viral last Christmas, like 2024. They've been selling like crazy again in 2025, and I'm sure into 2026. So if you need a little toolbox, these are great for craft rooms or even little small boxes for the shop to put a tape measure in or router bits or different things like that. Pretty cool little organizer. Now for this little organizer. This is called a battery daddy. I did not know this existed, and when I saw it online, I thought, where have you been all my life? This thing is one of those that it's just, if you have batteries around the house, we have different things that run on different batteries. My wife at Christmas time has tons of decorations that all light up at night. All of them run off of batteries. So we keep quite a few in the house. And so this is going to help know when we're running low on AA, AAA, C's, or D's. And then there's a little part in the middle that you can store different size batteries. So if you have some odd sizes like little button batteries, they can go in there. It also stores 9-volt batteries that you should have in your house because you should have smoke detectors that are on battery powered, and you should be changing those batteries every year. Have you done that? That's what's been done in October. If not, this is your reminder. Go change them. And this thing will hold like 50-something batteries on the back, AA batteries on the back, rows and rows of AA, which is probably your most common size battery, at least it is in our house. And the case itself is actually well made. I thought when I bought this it was going to be a little chintzy, like little, not well made, but it's actually a well made little case. And another little bonus in there is there's a voltage checker on there to let you know if your batteries are good or not. Very easy to use, and it even checks 9 volts, AA's, AAA's. This is one of the things, if you don't have one in your house already, it's going to make your life easier because it keeps your batteries all in one place instead of scattered through 5 junk drawers, which is where all mine were. One of the hottest selling tools all year has been this little DeWalt mini organizer. If you're just looking for a little small parts organizer that's under $15, I think it's maybe around $10 or so, that you can put drill bits, driver bits, even router bits, something like that in, this is a good option as well. Speaking of drill bits and driver bits, this little 110-piece set of DeWalt in the Tough Stack or the Tough Case, just like the little organizer, is a really good little set, especially for the price. You're getting drill bits, you're getting basically any driver bit that you're going to need, and it's at a really good price. Now, if you want your bacon saved, this is probably one of those that'll do that. This is the Kreg panel carrier. If you're having to carry plywood around by yourself, this is going to give you a nice handhold on that plywood. You know how awkward it is to carry a big full sheet of 3/4 inch 4-foot by 8-foot plywood. This slips over the top, and when you pick up on it, it grabs it. It pinches it with this nice grippy surface in there, and then it gives you a nice little handle so that you can move the plywood around. Pretty cool little tool from Kreg. I bought the DeWalt 8¼ table saw a couple of years ago, and it was seriously impressive to me. And one of the things that impressed me about that saw is the blade that come on it. Usually, when you buy a table saw, a lot of the blades, or even a miter saw, a lot of the blades that they send on them or from the factory are not that good. They're poor quality, they don't cut all that good, but the DeWalt one was really good, which made me think, well, I probably need to pick up a couple of replacements because I've been using it for a couple of years and it's getting dull. These are DeWalt blades, and yes, the 2-pack is right around $50, but if you divide that by 2, they're like $25-ish a piece for the 10-inch. They also have 12-inch 2-pack that thinks it's a little bit over $50, but again, if you divide it by 2 because you're getting 2 blades. I picked this because we get a 40-tooth, which is a general purpose blade. If most people should be running a 40-tooth blade in most things. If you're just cutting regular wood every day, 40-tooth probably going to be what you need. Or if you're cutting across the grain, in other words, cross-cutting, you need a higher tooth count blade, and that's why I'm glad this has a 60-tooth blade in it. So we get a 40-tooth for general purpose, wood-all type blade, and then we get a higher tooth count to help cut plywood and things like that. These blades are actually very good, and they stay sharp a very long time. They're coated and they're thin curved, so if you're working off a contractor or a job site saw, these are going to perform better versus a full curve saw, which you would use on a big cabinet saw. That's why they're coated and they're thin curve to help performance. For the price, they're nice. Now this little gem right here, I think every woodworker should own. If you don't have one, today's the day to pick it up. This is a digital angle finder. What you're going to use this for is at your table saw. It doesn't matter if you have a contractor saw like this Skill. You can just set it on the top. When you turn it on, it may not say 0 because your saw may be slightly off. If that is the case, that's okay. You just hit the power button one more time and it zeroes it out. In other words, it takes the tilt as actually its level. And then you can move it to the blade, which is, this is magnetic. So if your top is cast iron or your blade is metal, which it probably is, it's going to stick to that blade so it's hands-free at that point. Then you can set your blade to 45 degrees, 90 degrees, or anywhere in between that you need to set the blade. Also on my cabinet saw here, I didn't realize I was like 0.1 off. What's cool about this one is when you go past 90, you see it flip to the 89.9 on the other side. That lets you know you went too far. A lot of times they don't do that, or I haven't seen the previous ones that I've owned do that, but this Klein one does. This is a really nice little value. The screen on this is very easy to read. I'm not sure how it comes across on camera, but that black background with those lighter colored numbers, very easy to see, especially for my aging eyes. And this runs off of 2 common AAA batteries, so when they go dead, you can go over to your battery daddy and pick 2 up back to work. If you're looking for some quality hand tools that won't break the bank, Win crushed it last year. W-E-N, Win. I've been impressed with a bunch of Win tools. I can't remember a Win tool that I was disappointed with. I've got a Win drill press. I've used bunches of Win tools over the years. This, no difference. They have a T-marking ruler like this. They have regular rulers up to 36 inches. They also have squares. They have corner clamps, all in this under $30 for each of these. These are some of the most precise hand tools that I've had the pleasure of using at this price point. Even tools that I own that are double and triple the price of these Win tools, like these are just as accurate as those. So it's hard to beat this on a budget. If you'd like to check out any of these tools I showed today, remember to hit that View Products button. Go chop them right here from YouTube. It's probably the easiest way to do that. Or you can check the links in the description, the pinned comment, and of course, that QR code for my TV viewers. Scan that with your phone. Go check out all these tools before they're gone. Or at least before they go back up in price. If you like this video, there's hidden cobalt gems at Lowe's you got to check out. Click in that box to get to the big old virtual fist bump. Seriously, I didn't know about a lot of those.